As I was walking all the lane, I heard twa cordies McNamain. The tane and tay the Thursday, or shall we gang and dine the day?
It's difficult to know when to start.
With the strange undoing of Prudencia Hart.
In storytelling, that most misused of all arts.
Horses absolutely must not go ahead of cars.
A ballad starts where a ballad
And
starts.
this is the start.
Of Prudencia Hart's. Midwinter, 21st December, and all across Scotland there's a great white falling down of sky.
Oh, this is exactly the sort of snow that if this were a border ballad would poetically presage some sort of doom for an innocent heroine.
Thought Prudencia Hart.
Oh! But this is not a ballad.
She thought.
And so this is just snow. Perceptions of girls from Edinburgh, Scotland can make their lives hard. For instance, their accents don't even sound Scottish because of their proximity to the English border.
And they're uptight.
Stop that.
Fine. For Edinburgher Prudencia Hart, her city of origin is the least of her problems. As a collector of ballads,
And an expert on hell.
she should have known better than to go out alone on Midwinter's Eve. Ooh. An encounter with a stranger turns into an eternity.
Of self-discovery in
The Strange Undoing of Prudencia Hart by David
Grieg.
You don't look like you're enjoying yourself, Prudencia. Prudencia Hart, then, was a prudent 28-year-old postgraduate student, a collector of folk music.
Song in particular.
Ballads, in fact. Her matricular thesis was on.
Walter Scott's minstrelsy of the Scottish border.
But we digress. Let's keep things in order.
Look, Colin, I have to go.
Wait, don't. Stay and have another drink.
I want to get back to Edinburgh.
That explains it. People from Edinburgh are famous for being shy. But underneath, there's a blood-red heart bursting like a sack full of snakes.
What?
Isn't an Edinburgher's heart, underneath all that, propriety? Always have presence an orgy of sex and drink and blasphemy?
I don't think so, Colin.
You take this stuff too seriously, Prue. Besides, you can't go there alone tonight. Tonight's the night of the Devil's Ceilidh.
What's the Devil's Ceilidh?
Prue. The Devil's Ceilidh is a dance or party hosted by Satan. Repeated to be held at midnight on the winter solstice, when a gap or gate opens up in time. The devil hosts his Ceilidh with the intention of luring souls, usually maidens, into his trap.
Goodness.
So you see, you have to stay. That's a lock-in, ladies and gentlemen. If you leave now, you don't get back in. Let's get this karaoke party started. And you have to sing.
No, honestly.
Come on. What song is yours, Prudencia? Sing.
Leave it, I haven't my song.
Prudencia.
Leave me alone.
Prudencia. Prudencia's heart was a nauseous whirl of self-disgust at her own inability to participate. The perpetual social disability that left her sitting in stone while always feeling herself.
Alone.
Dong, 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 dong. Prudencia? I'm Nick from Goodness Field.
Oh, yes, the B&B. Oh, God.
There's a warm fire waiting for you, unless, of course, you'd rather stay here.
His eyes were dark. He smiled politely.
It's up to you.
He said, and she felt slightly.
Afraid of him? This man who stepped so lightly on the snow that, as he walked it into the dark,
She noticed his footprints.
left no mark. Here we are. I sit by the fire in the library. With a smile, he opened the door to
Paradise. There must be thousands of books in here.
just over 100,000, I think.
Oh, I could stay here forever.
It's funny you should say that.
Why?
Prudencia, we're not so different, you and I. We don't have such different roles. It's just you're a collector of songs, and I'm a collector of souls. Welcome to hell. Make yourself at home.
This is not hell. You are not the devil, because I study these things. I'm the Scottish expert on hell, and it's well, whatever it is, it's not a B&B.
It's a weird B&B. Midnight, full moon, a stranger. What on earth did you expect would happen?
Click, click.
It's locked.
This is not a ballad.
You're funny.
Are you going to kill me?
I already have.
Help.
you getting on?
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind knocking
Knocking.
before you just suddenly appear.
I have to adopt a form.
Well, you could at least knock before you materialize. I could have been doing anything.
Like what?
Anything.
What could you have been doing?
I don't know. You're smiling at it. I don't know.
Every time you try to escape, I will catch you.
You'll lose concentration.
Never.
Just once.
I have no bodily form. I never lose concentration. I never sleep.
No rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked.
I'm getting a lot of knots in your back.
I know. I ought to stretch more.
Your shoulders are very tight.
Work.
Let it go.
I can't.
You were away a long time.
Was I?
400 years.
I didn't notice.
I missed you.
I'd better go.
Don't. Folk representations of hell are often accompanied by the devils forming a powerful erotic attachment for his human captive.
What?
The topography of hell is also the topography of unrequited love.
That's quite ridiculous. We're in hell. Love is impossible.
It happens in balance.
This is not a ballad.
Not yet.
You're funny.
Every time I come near you, you change form.
Formlessness is the normal thing for me.
That's right. In fact, all this time we've existed in prose, which is interesting because, as every author knows, when you surrender your thought to meter, you surrender yourself to the poem's beat or rhyme or formula or words or sound. The author is lost and creation is found. The poem finds itself its own autonomous.
Where are you going with this, Prudencia?
What would happen if we let go of prose?
We can't.
Why not? If we adopt a more poetic form, who knows what might happen? The tighter the form, the less control we have over meaning, or you might say. So, what would happen if we talked in rhyme?
Well, I must be going. Is that the
Time?
hour?
Don't you see your lonely discontent only exists because of your authorial intent, your determination to show love's impossibility? But what if love's not impossible in poetry? What happens if we both give up, let go, give ourselves over to the rhyming couplet? Devil, asleep. Asleep. I love you, but even love's made hell by immortality. I'll miss you, devil. I wonder if you'll miss me. Click. You know the way you lose your sight when you go from darkness into light?
Prudencia. Prudencia! Don't leave me all alone! For once, she didn't have a plan. Instinct took over, and she just bloody ran! What song are you going to sing, Prudencia?
Colin?
Yeah?
Colin! And Prudencia.
In that moment, knew to find your song, you first found who to sing it to.
This is a little something for an old friend.
Said Prudencia slyly.
Not so much the devil's Kaylee as the devil's Kylie. I just can't get you out of my head. Boy, you're all that I care to think about. Na 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 na